It's raining, obviously it's raining, because I'm on a farm and I'm in a field. And farming is the cornerstone of not just British economy, British society. It's about what we drink, it's about what we eat. Thank you. This is the food and drink production industry. It underpins our food security and that underpins our national security. The Labour government is already coming after British farming. We need to protect our rural landscapes, we need to protect our rural economies, we need to make sure that family farms stay viable and can be handed from one generation to another. In opposition, it is much, much harder to protect British farmers and British farming, but I'm determined to do that as leader of the Conservative Party. And when we get back into government, we've got to make sure we are not constantly hitting the farming community with new regulation changing every 5 minutes. So I'm going to try and address this fascinating crowd with my stump speech, see if I can get a few votes from the rural community here in Northamptonshire. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me here this afternoon.